Peace. Today is Sunday, December 23rd, making today's math.
Wisdom, understanding, all being born to power refinement.
That's right. Speak that best part, which is that understanding. And that brings forth that truth, which is that power. Peace.
It's also my birthday.
Oh, and it's also Schizo's born day.
Yay.
Peace to the Schizo. Black BlueChew. All right, check it out, Godcast. Yanadameen Godcast. We're back. And apparently, y'all bought some motherfucking BlueChew pills. How about y'all? Clap it up for y'all.
A lot of baby making.
See,
A lot of baby making.
Yo motherfucking shit looking like Superman on that first date, and you was pounding her back out all crazy with them BlueChews. If you don't know what BlueChew is a sex enhancement pill with the same ingredients that you can find in Viagra or Cialis. Only you don't need to go to a doctor to get it prescribed. You can go straight to BlueChew.com and fill out a short questionnaire, and you can get your BlueChews from there. Now, if you like a discount and get your first bottle free and all that, we have a discount code here at the Yanadameen Godcast for you. It's HUSTLE. HUSTLE. That's right. HUSTLE, all caps. Go to the website, put in the discount code, and you get the first, I think you get your first bottle free.
How many's in the bottle?
Well, there's different ones that you can get.
You know what? Any one that makes me hard as a cement rock statue, it doesn't matter.
There's different plans that you can select. There's a $20 a month plan, $30 a month, $50. You know, it all depends on how much BlueChew you really need.
I got a quick question. Is the hustle all caps? Is that a subliminal, like, all caps for, like...
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Bustle, but with an H hustle. Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, guys, you know, go from this to this in no time. BlueChew for you.
That's right. Woo.
Put some doodle to your noodle.
That's strong.
This might be the $100 plan.
That might
That's
be
the $1,000 plan.
Yeah.
BlueChew.com, y'all. Check it out.
Don't mix them with Tic Tacs.
Peace. Welcome back to Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
We got Fact Checker Rage in the house.
Present.
We got Black BlueChew Schizo in this motherfucker.
I'm back here.
Sound man extraordinaire Alex in the place. We got Harold up in behind the cameras and all of that. And right about now, we're going to get straight into it. We got our special guest in the house. We got my man from the Untold Detroit Hip Hop Story. Is that the name of it?
The Untold Story of
Detroit Hip Hop. Thank you.
That's it.
We got my man Champtown
I'm in this bitch.
up in this bitch right about this time.
I'm in this bitch.
Champtown.
First, I want to say thank you guys for having me. And all you people support the Godcast, sponsor, whatever you got to do, because we need real shit on real platforms at all times.
I like you already, brother.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Keep that shit 100 in this bitch.
Okay.
Great
Thank you for that, sir.
Yeah.
And y'all immediately go out. Well, first of all, where can they find your movie?
The movie is now on Google Play as well as Amazon Prime, and it'll be coming on all other digital platforms as the weeks roll out.
Right now.
Be very interesting to see where they hit iTunes, though. Very interesting. To see
Okay. And well, we'll get into a minute why that will be interesting. But
I feel the shade already.
Right. The shade, no pun intended, huh? Very shady. So the movie is narrated by one of my main hip hop heroes, who is Chuck D.
The rhythm, the rebel.
Okay. Without a pause, I'm lower in my level. One of the strongest, most prolific voices in hip hop. Shout out to Chuck D.
That's right.
How did you even get Chuck to do something like this? That must have been just a great windfall for you. Like,
I was kind of simple and easy to a certain point. No ego.
Okay.
I have 3 mentors in my musical career since I've been doing music. I'm kind of retired now. I'm doing the film stuff now. But Chuck D, Ice-T, and Prince were my 3 mentors in the game. So you get mentored by them 3, you got it all covered. Everything. I just called Chuck, to keep it 100 because it seemed like they were going to let hip hop history go down in a bullshit fashion. Like, are you guys really going to let the world think that this shit starts and ends with Eminem? Like, is this really about to happen here? I was slightly offended because I'm the motherfucker that brought Eminem in the game, and just to see that they were just trying to start hip hop in Detroit in like 97, 98 before he got his record deal when I've been doing this shit since 82. So it was like, okay, this is not going to happen. I called Chuck up like, yo, I'm about to do a documentary. Will you narrate it? He was like, you're the only motherfucker in Detroit can do that documentary. Yeah, that was it. It went down just like that.
The one thing I know about Brian is his word is his bond.
Champtown laid the foundation for anybody who came up off of Detroit rap.
This is the truth. This is the truth.
This is the uncut Detroit hip hop. The true Next question.
You don't need to be at the top to be efficient, man, to be able to take care of your family.
Well, why don't you give us a little bit, give the people a little brief, about your history, what part of Detroit you come from, your upbringing, the people who came up around. A lot of people don't know that this man was on an episode of Gangland.
Yes.
Okay.
That was a straight Joker
and
laugh,
let's just say that some of his good friends that this man came up with, has put some people under the ground. And yes, let's talk about this.
I'm from the Six and Gratiot area. I am, without a doubt, a founding father of Detroit hip hop. Me and Isham, we started doing this shit at 8 years old.
Isham, I remember that.
Yeah, Isham used to beatbox for me before he became a rapper. We started at 8 years old, like I said. Eminem was probably in Kansas City, Missouri, somewhere then. When we started this, we were like legends of the hood by the time we were 10 years old. All the drug lords were banging our shit. Not LLs, not Run DMC. They were banging our shit in our hood and all through the city of Detroit. But, I looked up to LL and Run DMCs and the New York Love, even the Brand Nubians, the Tribe Called Quest, all that shit. But, we started on Six and Gratiot, the Beast Crew, my man, the Black Man. We started in his basement. The Black Man used to tour with LL Cool J, Marley Marl, Divine Sounds. Black Man was with 4-5 out here like in 83 touring. If you asked Andre Harrell or any of them cats, they know who the Black Man is. So we started in his basement. His basement was like the Detroit Motown. Okay. And I came from there. Isham came from there. And eventually Kid Rock White Ass will make his way down that way. And we embraced him and took him in before he started hanging around Trump and wearing those fake ass teeth he got in his mouth now.
Let me ask you this. You say it goes back to what year? Like, what year would you say?
82.
Okay.
82.
Do you remember, was it a particular song that penetrated the Detroit market that Detroit gravitated to that came from New York, or was it the West Coast or the South? Like, which part of hip hop, which coast of hip hop?
I think Run DMC is like that, with the flip side
82.
of Suck MC set the shit off us.
Gotcha.
Because we would grab the Suck MC instrumental and start rapping. I had a rap called Shut Up Bitch off of it, and we would just.
And what was that
freestyle
about?
off
Which
of
means
that.
they weren't too far behind.
Right. Yeah.
Like if they were, going Run DMC is like that, depending on when y'all got the record too. Because it probably had been out in New York for at least a few months, I would say. Because that's how music used to move back in the day.
Right.
Like we're used to right now when something drops, it's around the world immediately. Like I remember going down like to North Carolina or some shit, and like they wouldn't have certain records that we had already. Like
you had to physically travel with the white label
down there yet. Like, but then eventually it would. So I'm just estimating that by the time you got to it, it was close, but it probably wasn't right on the right when it came out. But you got it when it was hot, I'm sure.
Yeah,
and that's early for outside influences to be fucking with hip hop.
For sure. And keep in mind, like I said, the Black Man was touring with Divine Style and Divine Sounds, LL Cool J, Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, the Real Roxanne, that was like, 84, 85-ish, So,
So tell me a little bit about
So okay,
What's
so
up, Raw Digger? What's up?
Yeah.
What's
She
up?
had notes
What's
and all
up,
that.
Raw Digger? What's up? What's up?
I was gonna say so fast track. Take us to when you form the label and now you start actually putting artists down on it.
Well, the label thing started because after Motown left, there's no record companies there.
Okay.
There's no way of us getting a record deal or getting signed. I mean, it's tons of you guys out in New York. Nobody care about us. Motown was running the music industry 10 to 15 years prior. It's like y'all had y'all turn, motherfuckers, in New York. We got this hip hop shit now. So it was extremely difficult for us to get record deals. So we had no choice but to start our own labels. Esham was one of the first ones. He dug into some shoebox money.
I was just gonna say, where does a young black man from Detroit or from anywhere really find the finances to start their own label, especially back in 19 what?
Now the labels we starting this in 87, 88.
Okay.
And
where that money coming from?
Well, Esham brother, Young Jay, my boy James Smith. He was affiliated with my boy Steve Roussel, one of the biggest drug lords in the city. That later on showed white boy Rick the ropes, and he got some financing in the shoebox, I think, to kind of get his the real life record label started. So me honestly, I worked at Little Caesars. I cut pieces and I did what I had to do to start Straight Jacket Records.
You was eating Little Caesars too.
Oh yeah. That's how. I was a skinny motherfucker till I got to Little Caesars.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Fucking crazy breads and shit.
I was Little Caesar and then I became Big Caesar.
So let me ask you this:
in the streets,
you
flip dough at the pieces. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I was working at Little Caesars. That's how I started my label. But that money can only take you so far. So of course I had to end up getting down with a drug lord that ran the Minneapolis, Minnesota area that ended up really putting the money behind Straight Jacket in the early 90s.
Let me ask you this. Say something about like the economic conditions that Detroit is known for.
Let's break this shit
and
down.
How would you say that affected, obviously, the
Because
streets?
I've been to Detroit.
Okay.
And it was fucked up.
Oh yeah. Let's break it down. First of all, to name your movie 8 Mile is the most racist shit that a white person can do. Because 8 Mile is the dividing line. All whites pass 8 Mile, all niggas on this side of 8 Mile. So you coming right in on some crazy shit. Flat the fuck out. Naming your movie 8 Mile.
So it was like naming a movie Scarsdale, like for New York terminology. Like it's just like all like the
or
nice
Pelham,
houses here.
Pelham
Pelham,
would be it. Like, that's a dividing line between.
Yeah, 8 Mile is the dividing line. Niggas here, whitey there. Not only that, there's no fucking trailer parks in the city of Detroit. Never been. So, it just kills me, like, if I'm touring with Public Enemy, because I've done tours with Public Enemy, like, whole worldwide tours with them. And everybody, oh, you from Detroit? What trailer park you from? It's like, what, motherfucker?
Wow.
I ain't from no damn trailer park. There's no trailer parks in the city of Detroit, and it probably hasn't been none there since the 60s. So, it's fucked up that, a black city that's 85% black is being misrepresented by people thinking we come from fucking trailer parks. When I met Kid Rock, he was sitting on 70 acres in a mansion, and his father owned the biggest Ford dealership in the United States of America.
Really?
Yeah, when I met him. We were tipping cows and shit together.
Tipping cows.
Yeah,
That's a fucking Midwest thing, ain't it?
I guess it's
That's
the Kid Rock
some.
thing.
That's called cow tipping.
Because I've heard of that shit. These motherfuckers go out because cows sleep standing up. Yes,
that's
and
correct.
you go out in the field at night.
That's right.
And you push them over for fun. And they have a hard time getting up. Is that what goes on?
That's what was going on. Kid Rock showed me that lifestyle. So I give Kid Rock his props. He showed me the white style of things. I'm not going to sit here and perp to y'all. I'm able to penetrate and go into big boardrooms. And a lot of things I learned from fucking around Kid Rock, showing me the white world. And we took him in and showed him the black world. And things were supposed to be a little different. And,
well, who do you think benefited more?
You know who benefited more. And
you see what I'm saying?
It's like we were a crew. We were the Beast Crew. Kid Rock was a member of the Beast Crew. And, you know, we all took him in like a brother. You know, Kid Rock was considered a white brother of mine, you know. And once the money and the deal started going, it was shut this guy down, make sure he don't get the deal, me. That bullshit came with it, you know. It's very unfortunate, but that's how it went down. But hey, ain't no one's bitter. You know, everyone's good. Everyone's got talent. It's not nobody looking for no fucking handouts from these white guys that got in position. We help you get in position. It's supposed to be a crew thing. That's what the fuck you supposed to do. Reach back out. If everybody is talented, put them in a position. Period. Point blank.
On the flip side of that, because I'm a flip sider.
Flip mode.
Why is it that we brothers? Okay, so we let them in, take them in.
That's right.
But what is going on in our heads? This is going to be our cash cow, and then we're suddenly like, oh my goodness, they did what they normally do by nature.
You know what? I don't think that's the issue with me. I think the issue with me was.
I mean, I just feel like to me, this is just like a common thing.
This is a little different. My story is a lot different from anybody's because, unfortunately, all my boys became professional hitmen for hire. The best friends.
I know all about them.
Which is known for killing, over 150 people. So their passion was what they were doing. So unfortunately, not too many of my black guys in the hood wanted to do the music thing with me at that particular time. So, it's cool if, first of all, let me explain. Esham tapped into the white selling market. Esham created the Detroit market, hands down, with his devil worship rap shit. It crossed over and all the white people brought Esham. All the rappers that sold records tapped off of Esham. Esham created Detroit's selling base. That's what I tapped into. That's what ICP tapped into. That's what Eminem eventually tapped into. It's all Esham fan base, what started Detroit hip hop. So
you're saying since his style incorporated a lot of white people, that's what it had y'all pulling white people into y'all set.
Because the white people was really more into the rap music than the guys that were drug lords flipping 50 kilos, shooting 75 niggas in the heads.
Well, those dudes definitely don't want to hear no Satan shit.
I mean, they didn't like Esham, they didn't like the devil worship shit or nothing. Right. But they always respected that me and Esham was these little kids that started rapping.
Esham's the reason why Slaying Cloud Posse came out?
No question asked. It's
so if I can call the Terminator, I'd kill Esham. Because that dude's great. I would love to do that.
Well, you know what it is the black man had the heart that allowed Kid Rock to come into the hood. Okay. Esham allowed ICP to come into the hood. And it was me that took on Proof and Eminem. They are both my students.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. Isn't Detroit also known for some other subgenres of music other than hip hop? Like
Northern
didn't club come through there, or dance, or techno? Or house?
Yeah, techno.
And Northern soul.
Yeah.
The skateboard or the roller skate music. It's all up there.
Yeah, One Way, all that bounce rock shit.
And last thing, what's the controversy with y'all mayors, man? Like,
hey,
it seems like they be shutting the government down. Like, what is that? What's that about?
When's the last time you drank your water?
I mean, I remember being
Detroit's water good.
I remember being in Detroit one time, and it was a Saturday night. We stayed downtown, like right up the block from, what's that, the Greek or whatever it's called, and it looked like a fucking ghost town.
It was.
It looked like a ghost town.
It was
Saturday night, 10 o'clock, and you right downtown. You don't no cars, no people, nothing. I felt very bad for that city in that moment.
If you go there now, you'll be shocked. It's like they rebuilt it. It looked like New York downtown.
It's like, you know what, and that's how the city of Newark is, because Newark was pretty much dilapidated all the way up until Cory Booker took office, and it had been that way since the riots.
I actually filmed an independent movie. Shout out to my homegirl Tamiko Ball.
Okay.
This was some years ago. What was the name of this film? I forget. It'll come to me later. But yeah, so I stayed like a week or something. I got to see like what you got. What's it called? Sherwood Forest. Is that what it's called?
That's Detroit. Yeah.
Okay, so that's like a rich part of Detroit, but it's black people, but it's nice. But then You riding through and you see all these nice houses, then all of a sudden it just switch.
Yeah.
Then you just in the fucking hood.
Yeah.
But I'm talking, one of these cribs, you probably know what I'm talking about. They said it was like a reverend or something. His house looked like a fucking high school or some
Bishop
shit.
Wayne T. Jackson.
There you go. We rode
This
by.
motherfucker sells shoes. He sells gators. He sells suits. He
Am I
sells-
lying when I tell you his crib looked like a fucking high school?
He sells caskets.
Wow.
You know, he brought John Salio mansion. Yeah.
Yeah, this crib was big as fuck.
Wayne T. got about 30 rooms in it or some
Right,
shit.
and so you drive through there, but then
who needs
you
that
go a
many
little
bathrooms,
further, and now you just it just switches real quick, and now you in the hood, and like shit is just looking like, you know what I mean, like real crazy. Like, and some of this shit looks like, you know, because Detroit had the riots and all of
Oh,
that.
yeah. It never recovered. from
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
It
A lot
never
of it looks like
recovered.
it never recovered.
recovered.
And
Yeah.
Newark was the
same
same way for a very long time.
You know, a couple years ago, you could get a house in Detroit for like $2,000.
Wow.
And then put like 8,000 in it, and you got a new house.
Right.
And you know, they was doing that, but the Japanese people and all these other people just came and was buying blocks.
Give me house.
Just buying
Give me block and block and block.
Give me block.
So I saw a funny story
What's up?
of an artist named Joe C.
Joe C.
Yo, straight out of Detroit, y'all. It's the J-O-E to the C. Let's rock the party with Kid Rock.
Oh no, it's a lost child. Don't worry, folks. I'll tackle him.
The little midget man. He passed away. R.I.P. to Joe C.
Oh, R.I.P. I didn't know that.
Partying too hard with Kid Rock.
So I'm researching our guest, and I see a story of Champtown's artist allegedly involved in child pornography.
Whoa.
And I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, oh, so now I'm digging. Like, wait a minute. So
shit.
he's so there is what seemingly looks like a little kid, and he's in pictures with the video hoes, and
They was ass naked too.
They were ass
Butt booty
naked.
Ass naked.
So this was at a time when you were taking the film to get developed.
That's right.
So when they took the film to get developed, the person
He's like, what in
the person who
easy?
developed the picture actually called the police and got child services involved.
But it was really midgets having sex? Is that-
No, it was really a grown man
was like 22.
with the midget syndrome.
looks 7.
But because he's in these, these lewd and sexually explicit photos with grown naked women, they thought it was child pornography at play. So tell us were there any legal ramifications, or what was how did all of that ultimately go away?
They thought they had me. They really, they were
Yeah,
real confident.
no, they were on him. Champtown.
they
They thought he was spearheading some child pornography ring.
I was loving it. I was laughing at these motherfuckers. They was like, yeah, just come on in, just turn yourself in, make it easy, nigga, basically. Like, you're done, You got you for child pornography. There's no going around it. We got over 150 pictures, blah. And I'm like, okay, so what happened when I bring the kid in and he has a driver license and he's 22 years old? And it was like, yeah, you're a miracle. So I advise you get a lawyer. I said, okay. Went and picked the little man up. He came in there, showed him his license, and I just stared at him laughing.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw that online. I was like, oh wow.
Well, listen, I
interesting.
don't want people to think, because everybody knows that I'm not the biggest fan of Eminem, and I don't want people to think that I brought you up here on some.
I'm here to promote the untold story of Detroit hip hop.
Thank you.
Featuring 60 iconic, legendary artists that never really got their due because it's overshadowed by the powers that be. And those motherfuckers that went multi-platinum and all that shit, they have a responsibility. Like the people in New York, they give love to Kool Herc. They give love to Run DMC. They give love to their forefathers. And especially if a nigga help put you on, you have a motherfucking responsibility.
Speak on it,
to
y'all.
speak on the legends and the motherfuckers that was doing it 15 to 20 years prior. See, that's the problem. When you're from fucking Missouri somewhere, you don't got the love for the city like you should, because you really ain't from that motherfucker. Real talk.
Or what about the people that actually help put you on? I saw a little video that I believe is part of your documentary.
Okay.
And it showed, I guess the character of your man, and it was a video of Proof's mother. Tell us about that story real quick before we get out of here.
Oh, well, Proof mother was losing her house and shit, and she needed $5,000 to save it or whatever like that. So from my understanding, Eminem was sending her money for like 2 years, in the amount of $6,666.67.
Are you serious?
$6,666.67 for 2 years. So that's a nice amount of money when you add that up. And I guess, she needed $5,000 more, and he's like, no, I did more for you than I did for my own motherfucking mother. Like, no, don't call here no more, ask me about no motherfucking money. And that's that. So she lost her house. She started living in apartments and living in, hotels, and, RIP to Proof mom. She recently passed away as well. Yeah.
Wow.
Can't make this shit up,
Those numbers sound crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you got to do your research on that, Jamar.
Like
they say something about that.
Yeah.
6,600. They say something about that number. I haven't never looked it up.
Listen, there's a lot of propaganda around that number. There's people that will try to
honestly,
make you
hearing
feel
this, though, I thought you had a problem with Eminem. This man sounds like he won't even eat the candy. Like, that's just crazy.
Well, I don't have no problem with him. It's like a two-way thing. It's like a proud father on one hand, because I know I'm responsible. I'm the first person to ever put him in a music video. I'm the first person to show him how to structure a song and make a hook. If you watch his videos, I put him in my first video, and he made 10 videos just like the video I put him in. So, he has to go back to what he learned and what he knows. My only problem is the props. You don't got to like me. You don't got to do shit. But don't be trying to erase Detroit hip-hop history by acting like I don't exist or didn't no motherfucker help you. That's my only problem.
That's what they do.
That's my only problem.
That is the historic nature of the European when he meets with the indigenous
you are a Native
people.
American. You are an Indian.
I'm a
He
nigga from
takes
the
the knowledge and utilizes it for himself, and then fails to acknowledge where he got the knowledge from.
They're not the only ones
You
doing
just
that,
got Christopher
though.
Columbus.
They're not the only ones doing that, though.
Now, I heard these
How
racist
many of us
tapes.
are mad at these younger people right now for not respecting us?
Right, but that's a learned behavior that they got from these motherfuckers. We're talking about
It's
the
all fucked up
foundation of this behavior is with these motherfuckers. And yes, we don't like that this new school is doing it, but they're moving in the mindset of these people, okay? And we have to get ourselves back to our own selves, okay?
You guys need to hear the racist tapes that I heard of Eminem.
Listen, again, I
Porch
don't
monkey,
even want
niggers, moon crickets, all that
I've
good
heard
shit.
all of this shit before. For me, my whole thing with him is
I don't think he's a racist.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I don't think.
Don't tell me.
I don't think he's a racist.
Don't tell me he's the goat of this shit, because he's not. And yes, he should acknowledge those that
That's my only issue.
lifted him
No
up
other issue.
and all of that type of shit. And that's just. But that's
my only issue.
That's
Give
the
some
nature
props,
of a
nigga.
lot of
Give
white
some
people.
props.
Like, so I'm not gonna just isolate him by himself. Like, he's doing what he's supposed to do, basically, if you ask me.
But I toured the world with Kid Rock.
We got to do what we're supposed to do, and which is to make knowledge born. And that's what you're doing with the untold story of Detroit hip hop. Champtown.
Well, I appreciate the love.
I thank you for
Dope
having
documentary, by the way.
coming up here.
I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm glad you loved it.
Give people, how can they contact you, your social media, all of that.
Champtown7 at Instagram. You can hit me at Champtown7 at Instagram, Champtown on Twitter, Untold Story Detroit Hip Hop. Check it out. Google Play, Untold Story Detroit Hip Hop, Amazon Prime.
There we go.
And it'll be dropping everywhere else. Check it out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And on that, we're going to take a break. Yanadameen Godcast. Peace.
Peace. Yeah.
Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. 2 fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian Peace gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodg.com. Get yours today. All right, peace. Welcome back to Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
We got fact checker Rage in the house.
Present.
Black BlueChew in this bitch.
The most hated.
Fucking Alex Staten.
Yep.
And we got my man Harold St. Louis behind the cameras. So yeah, we're back. We had our guest earlier, Champtown. Shout out to
Shouts out to Champtown. If y'all didn't get a chance to check that documentary out, it's very dope. It encompasses a lot of Detroit history. I was delighted to see my Dukes, Lord, Jay Dilla's mom. I don't know how I just got tongue tied. Like I'm thinking faster than I'm speaking.
You're thinking about BlueChews.
No, some blue. But no, it was very informative and very I thought it was about to turn into like an Eminem argument with him. I'm sitting in the chair the whole time like no.
I said, I swear this guy is not up here to just bash Eminem.
You paid him on the low.
No, you know what's so funny? Because when he sent me the material, the first thing I said was, I know we about not to do our year-end wrap
I felt
up
the attitude
about Eminem.
all
like,
through the text.
I was so in a funk early. He's like, no, you know the whole.
It's about
He's like, no, it's about Detroit. And then I watch I see Dilla, I see Boss, MC.
Yes, Boss. Wasn't that great to see
I'm
Boss
like,
in
oh,
this
this
movie?
is gonna be an awesome interview.
Yeah.
2 seconds into the shit, I'm just one here to promote my, cause Eminem.
The only thing that was missing was Machine Gun Kelly music.
Shouts out to
background.
Champtown, no, but he just got right to the shit. So I'm sitting here, like, I know you can see the steam coming out my ears. Like, no, we are not.
I was just like, hey, I didn't search him out. Like, this is
we're not doing this again.
This is just life. This is just karma. Now, hang on, real quick. Last week, who the fuck said that name first? Because I thought it was her. She's blaming you.
I know. She said nothing.
She said because when she said, Jamar, are you ever gonna admit that the shit with the remote control and all that? Even though you're so fucking wrong that it's ridiculous.
No, you heard it wrong. Talking louder than me doesn't make you right. You heard it wrong.
I'm just stopping you. No,
I'm the wordsmith analyst.
Everybody knows.
I'm the hip hop analyst.
Everybody
you got it
has
wrong.
analyzed it already. You're not the only analyst here.
Because you brainwashing the insomniacs.
Whatever.
Hey guys,
everybody
don't be so anal.
Take a survey, y'all. Y'all tell us what y'all.
You're asking the insomniacs, is Eminem racist? So
anyway, so when she said that, I believe that was her karmic. This was her karma because I didn't search this guy out. He hit me up after she said that. I was gonna leave this motherfucker alone. I had nothing to say about Eminem.
Never want to bring his name. I promise I'm never bringing his name up.
Aren't you the admin to IHateEminem.com?
Exactly.
I'm just wondering. They could just reach you like that.
He said the admin. That's funny. But then she said, no, Rage is the one that said some shit about.
Yes. I promise I ain't
thanking Eminem.
I ain't bringing him
like
up.
that. So you said it first. And I said, okay, well, blame your boyfriend. Blame your damn boyfriend, but fuck it. It's still y'all.
I didn't do it.
If one did it, the other did it. How about that?
Taking it there.
Shouts out to Champtown. No, I don't want to. I'm not just. I don't want to just paint him.
I'm just saying that's why he came in because y'all brought this shit up. So blame your motherfucking self. So anyway, so we at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot is going on now. A lot has gone on during the year. I guess this is going to be the last couple of segments before we take a little hiatus, for the so-called holidays, holy days.
We all
whatever
dry
days
this week.
you
We ain't
like
got
to
no Don Julio.
call
Nothing.
them. I know. I didn't want us to get crazy. I actually still have some Don Julio left.
How do we?
I don't have it with me.
Last week we this week we're like, so you know, it's the end of the year.
I mean, we're trying to be a little more professional. This
Well,
week.
technically, today, as you viewers are watching, today is the 19th. Yesterday was my birthday. Hey! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy.
What you don't know is you're watching my stand-in because the real me right now is on an undisclosed island somewhere far, far away from you, fuck.
Okay.
And as island, he really means drunk on a couch somewhere.
No, I mean island, motherfucker. I'm talking sand, motherfucker.
Hello.
No,
Now-
a real island.
Now
on a
it
couch in
turns
an
out
island.
that Digga is born on the 18th.
Yes. Haha.
Now the mathematics for the 18th is what, my sister?
Oh shit! Wait a minute. I got to go back to my cheat sheet. Oh fuck! I'm busted.
Oh, shit.
Damn it! we got you.
And you failed.
Wait, I'm busted. We got you. Wait. Supreme mathematics. Hold on.
I thought you had your math on cap, sister.
No, I know.
thought you had it on
I know.
cap.
I know.
Are we really going to cheat
No,
sheets?
I'm kidding. Okay.
Oh, see, now I'm going to have to really
Number one is knowledge.
Uh-huh. Okay, and 8 is?
And 8 is wait. Hold up. Wait.
It's 2 things.
Wait. 7 is God, and 8 is is it not power requirement? No, that's the other one. Oh shit.
Build, destroy.
Build, destroy. That's right.
Remember, destroy, build,
Build, destroy.
And 1.
And then 1 plus 8
8
is 9.
So how
which
would
is
you say
born.
that?
Yeah. Oh, so it's knowledge, build, destroy, all being born to born. Hey! So in real life, Rodiga is born to born. The 18th. How ironic that I've been born to born since I've been learning the math. And in real life, I'm born
She
to
is
born.
all being born to born.
I feel like that was a pop quiz just now.
This is the beauty.
Because I really know this math stuff.
Of mathematics.
Yo,
that is the beauty. Like, it's funny that you gravitated to that
born
being
to born. Like I've been
that
jokingly,
whole time,
I've been jokingly saying born to born all year, but
and you really are born to born.
The 18th is born to born.
Wow, that's deep. Okay, so what's going on? Who we talking about? What are we talking about the past year? Because there's a lot of shit that went on during the year. There's a lot of shit that's going on now. I don't even know what you want to talk about.
I don't even know where to start.
When was the last time you saw a Bitcoin ATM in the hood?
Oh wow!
You remember Bitcoins though?
Bitcoin.
Do you
was
remember
a thing.
when Bitcoin was supposed to be the shit, and motherfuckers were mining Bitcoins and trying
If I stay home for 36 hours, I'll make 3 cents. Like,
yeah, you know, we were all supposed to get rich off of Bitcoins, and then what the fuck happened to this Bitcoin shit? First of
Then
all,
Loot Coin came and Java Coin.
well, first of all, this all goes to how they want to have digital currency eventually. They want us to have a cashless society.
Yep.
That would actually give them a lot more control over people's lives. I mean, if I could just cut off your fucking life supply at the push of a button, you know, and you don't have any cash reserves, or what are you gonna do? Like,
or credit? Lord have mercy.
Well, I mean, they're starting to do that now.
well, this is
with
what I'm
chips.
saying. This whole, but the credit is the cashless part. You see what I'm saying? Cash allows people to, I could save money. You don't know what I have stuffed in my mattress or whatever the case may be. I can hide cash. I can do a lot of things with cash. Cash is supposed to be a promise that I can use this to get something in the future. If somebody has access to all my credits, like some sort of central place has all of my promises basically under their control, and if for any reason they decide that I shouldn't have access to it, how would I live? You see? Whereas a person right now, you can save your cash up You don't have to put it in the bank. You save, and if you lose your job, you got money for a rainy day or whatever the case may be, and you can
still catch a yellow cab.
You still got a bag of promises. You still got a bag of promises coming from a people that never kept their promise. But this is what these notes represent: a promise that I can use this in exchange for a goods or service. So this whole Bitcoin. It's just interesting that we say that we bring Bitcoin up, but Bitcoin was a new introduction to try to get you to buy into the new idea of a new money. Because that's the only reason why we fuck with money now is because we believe in it.
Fact.
You see what I'm saying? Like we believe that it has power, so it does. That's the same thing with Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin was just a thing that they made on the internet. And the only thing that gave it value is that people
bought into it,
felt that it had value. And when they said, oh, we sold a house with Bitcoins, with just Bitcoin, like they did some dumb shit like that. Like somebody actually
I never really
sold a damn house for some Bitcoins.
I never really got like the full grasp understanding of it. Like I know it was a thing. I saw a couple rappers.
Okay, so it's a primer. It's a primer for the cashless society and to try to get people in the mind frame of buying into this whole idea of a new money, because they want a lot of the old ideas to go out, so they have to introduce new ideas.
It's
just crazy fluctuating.
What the law of Bitcoin was supposed to be an answer to centralized money, which is what the bank is. So what the Bitcoin is supposed to be, it works on what's called a ledger system. So everybody has a ledger. So every time I make a move on my ledger, everybody else's ledger gets updated. So as opposed to having all the money in one place. So that was supposed to be what the law.
And they also create a certain amount of Bitcoin, so it's not like with the government where they're just printing money and we need more money. All right, let's just print more money, and that's what causes inflation and all kinds of shit like that.
What made it fucked up is that people were able to make their own Bitcoin. Like you can have the Lord Jamar coin if you want, and you can give the Lord Jamar coin as much value.
Akon has a coin. It's called A coin.
Yeah, it's just coin. You can just make anything a coin. I can make BlueChew coin.
Now we're gonna actually do a whole show around like finances and financial, responsibility, especially
Lord Jamar will teach you how to get
the
your
black community.
credit score up.
Now we're gonna get like Dr. Boyce Watkins up here, somebody like that. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Freddie Sharkey. She actually,
my girl.
She actually suggested a financial show as one of the topics. And so yes, we are going to do that, Freddie Sharkey. And hey, if y'all got ideas for the show, please feel free to shoot them to us. Like, you know what I mean? We'd love to hear what you'd like to hear us speak on.
I don't know what I mean? I've read some of the suggestions, and they have to do with raw digger and a thong, and I don't know if you want to do all the suggestions.
Well, You know what? I'm starting to feel me too. Okay, last episode you were talking about raw digging stripping. Now you're talking about raw digging a thong.
Too late to be me too.
I'm feeling some type of way now.
Wait, we can actually talk about me too.
We first of all, we have you.
Wait, let me shut up because I'm sitting here with little mechanical
guys. You can be like this.
Mechanical doings and shit.
Wait, and we got you with the slow mo on the.
That was dirty, Harold.
The raw pepper.
That was so dirty,
bro.
The
raw pepper
on the rocket launcher, like you were doing.
You can find that clip on Pornhub.com. Well,
but we also have you because I did a disclaimer early. Remember?
Oh my goodness!
I said. I don't need you fucking me tooing us or nothing like that. So we can say shit around you, right? Oh yeah, I can take it.
You can say stuff around me. You can't say stuff to me. Damn it, I'm taking a stand.
Details.
That's how all
too late. You're in the trenches. You're already in the mud with the motherfucking.
But MeToo was also something big this year as well.
I'm just kidding, guys.
Well, how about okay? Let's talk about MeToo real quick.
Alec
because
Baldwin.
I just went to I don't know if you saw my IG when you saw me with my bow tie and all that, looking all spiffy and dapper. I was at Cipriani's, where they had the links of Metro Manhattan had a fundraiser for the actual person who started MeToo, who is a black woman, but she's not being acknowledged. Do you know they put a bunch of Me Too people on the cover of Time magazine, and they left this woman out?
Of course.
So H&M of them.
You know why? Because this woman is not, she
doesn't fit the narrative.
She doesn't fit the narrative.
Good show. Good one.
She doesn't look the part that I guess they would need for someone like that to start this. But so these people honored these people, this organization, this Links.
That's regular shit. Yeah.
You was me. No.
This Links organization, they honored this woman.
Her name was Tarana Burke.
There you go. Tarana Burke. Yes. That is the sister, and she is not getting her recognition as the creator of this Me Too movement. Not that, I'm all about some Me Too movement and shit, because the way it's being used and framed is very dangerous, and we're on a very slippery slope with this Me Too movement. Yes, I feel that women do, need justice, and it's, a lot of foul shit has been going on for a long time, but the way that some of this is being used to try to demonize certain men just in general can be very tricky, and we have to be careful with this.
First and foremost,
I agree with that.
I recommend a book called Sex and Race by J.A. Rogers. Listen, if you understand the whole American paradigm, black and sex is a taboo thing. And some of the most racist sentiments are kept in the ideas that black people don't have to be recognized as humans and are almost here to fulfill taboo sexual fantasies, etc. So for them to erase her from the Me Too thing she created is just also them erasing her humanity. You understand? And which is our plight in this country. And it goes far. It goes far. Like, I'm not surprised. Of course they're not gonna put her on there. Yeah. That's the script.
Yeah, well.
And I'm pissed.
Shout out to the Links for acknowledging her, and it was a very first class affair, and
also a lot of important people in my opinion died this year, which is really horrible. Like a lot.
Well, we had at least 26 rappers.
And Stan Lee, which is horrible. Iconic man.
A lot of people died. A lot of people were Me Too'd. A lot of albums dropped this year. A lot of good albums. Hey, I have a question for everybody, just real quick. Like, what is an album? What is name one of your out of all the albums that dropped this year? Like, what's one of the albums that you still go back to? Just out of this year, out of everything that dropped this year.
Mm-hmm. Does White Noise count? No good albums came out. That's what I mean.
You don't think good albums came out this year? In rap? No. Really?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. Is this something that with everything that you're hearing and you're pushing play on, you still going back to?
It's been good battles.
Okay.
Good battles.
Yeah, there has been.
But not music, but just good battles.
Any particular album that you keep going back to?
I just went back to the KOD. J. Cole.
Nice. How about you, Rage?
I'm a curmudgeon. I've kind of given up on the album as a genre. I have standards that are really kind of hard to kind of maintain.
It's about streaming. It's about playlists.
I just don't dig on new albums.
I've been liking the Behold a Dark Horse, the Rock Marcy album.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
Well, I'm still bumping Daytona. Shouts out Pusha. That's still
Oh,
my
word.
shit.
No.
That's my. No, don't try to. No. You don't listen to albums no more. You said ain't nothing good come out.
I'm still
try to ride the wave now.
I'm still sticking to it.
Shit, Nas came out. Swiss
it was
Beats
good.
came
I would
out.
say Daytona.
It was good
album.
battles.
And J. Cole.
A lot of above 40 rappers came out.
It was
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying here looking at him.
No,
like,
you know what?
mean?
You know what?
No
I'm not
good.
gonna lie. I take that back. A slight, but not gonna listen to it, but slight. Lil Wayne, Carter 5. I will give that to him.
Okay.
That was a dope one.
He came back.
It was too.
He dusted all the
Like it
oldness
was
off of
nothing.
him and just came right back into the game. Just went with it. So that's cool.
Well, listen, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna think about some more things that may have happened during this past year.
Yep.
On this wrap-up show, Yanadameen Godcast. Oh, before we go, if you want to donate to the show, go to cash.me/$Yanadameen, patreon.com/Yanadameen, or yanadameen.com/support. We appreciate all your patronage. Peace. Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. Two fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian PEACE gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodg.com. Get yours. Peace. Welcome back to the Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
We got Fact Checker Rage in the house.
Present.
Black Belushi in this bitch. Alex. Harold. Shit. We back for this third and final segment.
Yep.
First of all,
Why don't you talk about that wonderful gear you're wearing? That's amazing.
Word.
okay. First of all, I don't know if some of y'all remember the original like Brand Nubian promo shirt. Like it was this design right here. Mm-hmm. So now for the 28th anniversary.
Jeez.
Can you believe it, Digga? 28
It's older than
years.
some kids.
Hang on, let me show you the back of the shirt. Hold up.
It's older than some kids living in parents' basements.
Man.
Yes, buddy.
20. Oh. Got the 28, the big 28. Oh. Forget about Jordan, 23. This is 28.
That's wisdom, build, destroy, all being born in knowledge, cipher, all being born in knowledge. And I didn't use a cheat sheet.
There you go.
Hey.
Go, Digga.
So, yeah, we got them joints. I got the fucking Love Me or Leave Me Alone fucking joint right here. Come on, man. We out
Prestigeness.
here. We out here. This is the special edition fucking 28th anniversary collection. And you can get yours at www.hoodg.com.
That's right.
You also can find your Raw Digger gear,
yes,
your Lyrics Matter gear, your Sadat X gear, your motherfucking Cassidy gear. Man, we doing our thing over there.
I'm gonna need everybody to cop a Lyrics Matter hoodie so y'all can contribute to my Rod Digger birthday extended fund. Thank you.
Hello.
Oh, see, I need to put my Fuck Love clothing on there. I gotta talk to you guys about that.
We'll talk about it.
Hey, it is called Fuck Love.
He said my Fuck Love clothing.
That's right. Fuck Love clothing line.
Is not to be confused with what's love got to do with it?
No, it's just Fuck Love.
All right.
Not saying fuck love, but fuck and
So
love.
yes, you want this shit? I'm loving this one right here.
Yeah,
go to hoodg.com.
Fresh colors.
And go get your joint.
For all my young heads, they're gonna have Air Maxes that are those exact colors coming out in 2 weeks. So you need to get that so you can match.
Hello.
Match up.
Nice.
So, what are we talking about? Where were we?
Well, I heard somebody say that they were looking forward to a 50 Tyson
right.
Fish
That's
collaboration.
So he brought us so recently this kid Jacquees Okay, there's a
Jacquees.
Jacquees and there's a Jacquee. Yes?
Jacquee is loving
Which is
hip-hop.
Jacquee is loving hip hop. Jacquees is Cash Money, right? Jacquees has a song. Fact checker, what's his song?
Dirty Braids.
Dirty Braids. Seriously?
No, I'm just saying that.
No, it's not.
It's called Filthy Dreads.
Stop it.
Sorry, I was just.
Well, he was just he did.
I know he has a song that I feel like I may have heard.
He did make news recently behind, I believe it was a is it LMA or Kalani? One of
LMA.
Okay, it was an LMA song
LMA.
that I guess he's good for, like, kind of like when people do hip hop covers, like, you
I'm
know,
gonna
Jacquees
go right
Beats.
behind you.
So he does a lot of covers over other people's records and
Pull up.
and I think he
He
might
did Boot
No,
Up
it's
and then
Trip.
the other one, Trip.
Okay.
What's his song? What's his claim?
But that's
You.
huh?
I think it's called You.
You?
Yeah, there's one called You.
But that's
Okay.
but he's really blowing up behind doing like the already popular records.
Doing covers.
So he's
that
doing
controversy.
covers.
Yeah, I heard about
He has one song
And
that
he's
is
the
his, and he's feeling that he's the king of R&B.
Oh, yeah.
Of this era.
What's good, y'all? What's good? I know I got a pimple on my chin. I'm gonna bust that bitch later. But I just want to let everybody know that I'm the king of R&B right now. For this generation. I understand who done came and who done did that and that and that. But now it's my turn. Jacquees, the king of R&B. I just heard him say it, and I've been feeling like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Schizo and I said, how can that fucking possibly be when Ice JJ Fish is still alive?
That's right.
It's something about the girl that just makes my head wanna twirl. Oh, you got me want to tell all them other girls there's nothing else better on this world.
Yeah, ain't no fucking way.
No way.
We thought it was gonna be T-Pain, but Ice J Fish used no auto tune, so that just makes him. That's it.
So for this era, if you don't tell me that Ice JJ Fish is not the king of R&B, I don't know who the fuck is. And then I need a collaboration with him and 50 Tyson.
I got the icy fade, icy shoe, icy white tee, icy black, icy white, polos, I got the icy pen, icy Adidas, icy shoes, icy rims, icy, 50, icy, 50, hard body.
That's what the fuck I was talking. That's what you heard me say earlier, Digga. We gonna call this motherfucker Yellow Bus and get it popping.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna do that. Atlantic's gonna sign it.
No, we'll call it Little Yellow Bus.
Single deal.
Little Yellow Bus, because our music sounds
Yeah,
retarded.
I see it.
Not just be
I
perfect.
see it. I can see it.
And Schizo's gonna do the beat.
No, I'm not doing the
And
beat.
Schizo's doing the track.
No. They gotta pay me.
But in all seriousness,
Who are we calling the king of R&B?
Who would you call the king of R&B for this generation?
I don't know, because I've seen all the old heads.
Because now
coming
they're
out.
not. Stop all the old head shit. The guy said he was the king of R&B for this generation. Now I'm gonna disagree with him. You know what? Let's go to somebody from this generation. Young man. I know we don't often do this. Let's hope do we even have him on
He'd
the
be like,
camera?
please don't ask me
Nah, we
shit.
good. What's good?
Don't ask me shit.
Who do you think? Because I think you're educated in music, hip hop, and likewise. Who would you consider of this generation? Who would you consider the king of R&B?
I would say Chris Brown.
I was about to say.
And
Thank
Miguel.
you. Who?
Chris Brown and Miguel.
No, I don't think I can't say Miguel.
Miguel.
Listen, I don't know about Miguel. You could probably put Bruno Mars there a little bit.
See,
now
I think there's questionable. There's people that you can debate, but I feel like your man Chris Breezy,
he's doing his thing.
has been doing it for so long at such a high level, and he does everything. Like he sings, he dances, he raps, he acts,
he makes
he
beats.
like what doesn't he do?
He has sex with his manager.
Yeah, he had Rihanna. Like I'm just saying, like,
well, no, Rihanna was a different type of hit that he made. But you know what we're talking about though.
But now let me ask this: do we, are we unfairly like kind of lumping all the R&B singers together, like the same way we want certain types of hip hop to be subgenre? Like, no, don't call that alt rock. Like, how do people like an India Irie and Erykah Badu feel watching everybody call Tinashe R&B? You know what I'm saying? Like, is Chris Brown traditional hip hop, or is that more like hip hop R&B? Cause see, when I think R&B, I'm thinking like Jaheim. I'm thinking Maxwell. Like the new term.
You're thinking of that's soul.
That's
You're
neo
thinking
soul.
of more soul.
But that was originally R&B. I feel like over the years, in order to let certain powers that be come and take over the category of R&B,
and to be able to sell. It's all about being able to sell some shit.
They pushed the original R&B artists to the side and gave them the backpack definition of it's like the backpack version of rap. It's like, so we're gonna call y'all neo soul.
Listen, if you allow
and now
them
Ariana Grande is R&B.
If you let the white people do it, Justin Timberlake would be the king of R&B. The same way in Eminem. You see what I'm saying? And I'd have the same problem with a fucking Justin Timberlake that I'd have with Eminem. It's not about him as a person, it's what they stand for.
That's not
how the powers that be try to
even to me
circumvent the true shit.
But see, but I wouldn't say that about Justin, because he did all the way hone in on the black community.
Right, but he's not fucking with not better than Chris Brown.
But I wouldn't put
or Usher.
He's not better than Bieber.
I wouldn't even put him in the R&B category. To me, he's a pop star. Like Backstreet Boys, right?
So hold on,
wait. He's Backstreet Boys.
But then he started doing
he's NSYNC. NSYNC, right?
Yeah, all of that shit's confusing.
Like, to me, NSYNC is pop boy band. No, he got with Timbaland and got soulful.
Yeah,
but to me, he's still he's a pop boy band.
I don't want to stick on this too long. Who, in your opinion, of this time would you consider?
In my opinion,
your R&B, the king of R&B right now?
I was
about to give some honorable mentions.
I was about to say Bobby Brown is forever the king of R&B. But if we talking about right now,
knock it off, Nippy.
Right now,
no auto-tune.
Wow, no auto-tune.
Yes, no
auto-tune.
She had to cancel like 7 options right there.
Yep, right there.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm. I'd have to think about it.
I'm gonna give honorable mention to people like Jeremiah.
Yeah. Right.
The Weeknd.
Yep. Bryson Tiller.
Yeah, even a Bryson Tiller, Tory Lanez, like
Trey Songz.
Trey Songz, yeah. Like, those are honorable mentions.
Okay.
But I feel like your boy Breezy, to me, he's been the most consistent for the longest, and
every song he's been.
I mean, overall, I would say Maxwell, but if we're
I don't consider he's not this era.
See,
we said this era.
I know, so I'm saying I'm not really honed in on this era, because to me that R&B that's not the type of R&B. To me that's damn near rap. There's a bunch of niggas.
You want that baby making R&B.
Yeah, that's like niggas rapping over R&B tracks. That ain't real R&B to me.
When's the last time Maxwell was on Rap
diluted? Just
no one's mentioned R. Kelly yet. No one's gonna mention R. Kelly.
No. What? No one's mentioned R. Kelly.
See, we're saying if we're saying this era,
we said this
era.
We're not actually
present
a bunch of
era
horny
right
aunties.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, Drake.
Nah, Drake.
There we have it. Drake's
Drake.
king
You
of R&B.
can't. That's auto tune.
Wow.
That's auto tune. No auto tune.
Is it all auto tune?
Yeah.
Fuck that. Beyonce's the king of R&B. Damn it.
There you go.
King.
Shit.
There it is.
Beyonce for president.
I'm not saying the beehives might attack us, so let's just agree.
What else we got on the roster? Shout out to Ice JJ Fish.
Yes.
My God.
Lord Jamar wants to do a collaboration.
On that new, look out for that new Lord Jamar featuring Ice JJ Fish coming new 2019.
Lord Jamar Fish. Look out for that album.
On tour and shit.
I could do a quick drive-by. Tekashi, Kanye, Offset divorce with Cardi B.
Actually,
Anderson .Paak, Frank. Oh, okay.
Tekashi was actually.
I had to pay attention to it.
Yeah. Tekashi was actually a pretty interesting thing.
Okay.
From a gangster rapper with rainbow hair, starting and
feeling Anderson .Paak
high career, and then now getting indicted in jail.
Okay. Hang on, I'm gravitating. I guess this Cardi B and Offset is kind of a story of the year. Because didn't this all happen within a year?
I think
yes.
Like, didn't they pretty much get married,
engaged,
had a baby,
marriage,
and now they about to get divorced?
They trying to be like Travis Scott.
Like their relationship is the year in recap. Like in itself. Like that's fucking crazy. Like
I have a question for you, Digger.
I think all of it's publicity.
They did it for the
You think it was publicity?
I think all of it is a QC stunt.
How about this?
So none of it. Did they even really get married? Was that even real?
They claim they did.
How many boyfriends did Black China have this year? Can you tell me that?
Wow.
There's a long list with that. It's probably a compilation album of many artists that dated Black China this year.
I can't keep.
Sorry, white Japan.
That's a kill sheet.
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't.
Her shit must look like roast beef.
Roast beef.
Yeah.
Wait, oh God. And for some reason, I just pictured the image of what you're talking about. Shut up.
Hanging in
Shut up.
Hanging in the wind like just
I hate that image.
like thin
gray and just like
thin
not gray.
Oh, gray is crazy.
The ashy gray. I know. I know what you
know that ashy gold.
Is that a squid tentacle? Like, no. Ugh.
You ever press play on one of them scenes by accident? Like, oh no, I gotta find another.
Yo, the roast beef is the worst.
Yeah.
The roast beef, ladies. If you got the roast beef.
If you got the roast beef labia.
Yeah,
go see Dr. Miami.
Yeah,
you need a pullback.
You need.
That's the type of after you're done, like you pull some of it as a blanket. I'm cold, baby, and you just look like
you need to think about a fat transfer or something because roast beef is not nice.
Terrible.
It's not nice. But anyway.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, but hold up. Why do motherfuckers think they can turn a hoe into a housewife? Let's talk about it, shall we? Because I'm from back in the days where we didn't do that. Like, you couldn't turn a hoe into the housewife. We know that it is tricking even if you got it. Like all of these things that they try to soup you up and think that this new school shit is something different, you're finding out, no, those rules still apply. Like, you don't take fucking...
I guess the same reason why we think we can clean up jailbirds and try to honor thy man.
Right. Yeah.
A master key can open up many doors, but a broken
Some
lock
might
is just
argue
totally
that
useless.
some might argue that a former hoe would make the best housewife because she got it out of her system.
No, it's not out of. It's still in her system, man. It's still there.
But what is it that we're critiquing?
You can't turn a computer into a vacuum cleaner. It's a fucking computer, no matter what.
So what I mean, what are you?
It's gonna be like that for eternity.
Okay.
Are we critiquing the infidelity?
I was gonna say, wait a minute, but now who's the hoe in that situation? Because to my understanding,
well, we said housewife.
We're okay, but to my understanding, you know,
they probably both hoe.
Said
husband hoe into a husband.
Said husband is doing the hoeing.
But what is a housewife? I mean, can't you be a hoe and still take care of the house?
Episode about monogamy?
Like,
then?
what is
That's
what classifies a hoe? Is it the infidelity? Like,
first of all, let's just say
standards.
Let's just say, okay,
this is the year of the poly.
Maybe it's not even. It doesn't necessarily have to be her fault. The fact that he would want somebody like that, let's just say, like, doesn't that make him seem like he'd be susceptible to wanting other girls like that?
I wonder if they do.
And how many girls
Yeah.
are out there like that?
Yeah.
Right now, how many ex strippers or girls that are stripping right now? they're sexy and they're funny and
Well,
that's
what the young men are into these days. They're into the fast women. They're into all these genetically.
Niggas have always been into fast women.
No, I'm saying
since
all generations.
No, but I'm saying the genetically. Well, nowadays it's the genetic. Nowadays they're genetically modified. But even then, like most of the girls that from my age group that were hoes growing up, like all them bitches married. See? Them bitches married.
But I believe
are they happily married?
They have to. If they're married, they had to go somewhere that niggas didn't really know them.
Okay, they try to do the re-roll out.
to get married.
A couple of them got them green card marriage.
Exactly.
I mean, you got to go to war for a couple of years before you become a vet, right?
Or a couple of them, hold around their way and then like went off to college and acted like they was a good girl.
Or move down south and shit.
Exactly.
That was the typical one, move down south.
And I can't live here. They know I'm a hoe here. I'm going to
try
go
to rejuvenate
Boise.
the pussy.
Yeah.
Like
I'm going to go to Boise and be different. Like
exactly. Yeah. And he didn't know. Or, you got these white girls, right? Fucking the shit out of black niggas all while they was teenagers and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Now they grow up and they leave that lifestyle. They go get them a white guy. Ooh. And who never knew that this one got trains ran on her and all kind of shit like that.
She had the illest vinegar
now she's
bath.
acting like, little Molly Maid, the regular white girl who's
that's funny.
On the PTA.
I actually got some white homeboys that did that. Just gone with the sisters, and who do they end up marrying?
I had a few friends back in the day, some girls I knew that I grew up with. They fucked with was black dudes. They both married fucking some white
man. Listen,
because it comes
at
some point it's some security shit.
At the end of the day, you come back home.
And I bet they all use BlueChew
when it comes to feeling good and all that. Like,
right,
I need my security and my stability. Like,
right. My family has a house in the Hamptons. Your family has a house in the Hamptons.
I think at the point when her shit is just mileaged out where it looks like the bottom of a puppet, I think that's why she just wants to get married and have stability.
It's the bottom of a puppet.
Yeah, that's serious. It's just a gaping hole, like a tree trunk.
Oh, my God, terrible.
Can I just say one thing, though, for 2019?
Can we set a mouthful?
Yeah, I know. Can we stop making people on Instagram famous?
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Are they edibles? What?
No,
it's just some shit.
Yeah, let's stop making people on Instagram famous like for no reason at all. Like,
oh, that's a good one.
Like
2019. What do we want to say goodbye to?
I don't want no more yodeling kid.
I want to say goodbye to political correctness.
Oh yeah, that's killing.
Okay.
How about that?
This whole sensitive era, everybody offended by everything.
Social justice warrior.
Yeah,
stop it.
Yeah, peacocking.
No PC.
It's going. It's out of control now.
You know how it's out of control.
You want to get back to Bang Zoom, Alice?
It's okay.
Punch Alice in the motherfucking face.
You know how you know it's serious? They took a poo out of The Simpsons. That's how serious it is. Like, how you take a poo out?
Okay, like the Kevin Hart shit. Like how my man. He already apologized for whatever he want to apologize. And they're just going to keep trying to make him over and over again jump through hoops. Why?
Delete your tweets.
For this political correctness shit. Like this shit got to stop, yo. I'm telling you, like, this is the same roads that, like, Nazi Germany and shit were going down.
Fact.
With
fascism.
With fascism.
Instead of a swastika, it's a rainbow flag, though. I get it.
And it's just crazy. I want to see an end to political correctness. You want to call me a nigga? I'm just fine with that. You know what I mean?
Word.
Like
I don't know about that.
What if it was a hard ER though?
I guess that's.
You want to call me a nigger? You see what I'm saying?
I'm not even cool with Spanish people saying that word.
To call you whatever the fuck I want to call you.
ER though, with a hard ER, and some
cool
spit with some blue ribbon beer comes out of his mouth while he's saying it.
Blue ribbon beer.
You can call me with whatever you want. Mm-hmm. It's when you're when your vitriol and your discrimination crystallizes into some sort of law or
church,
fucking, you know what I mean?
Church
imposition on my life. For real, that's when it really matters. Other than that, you can say what you want, feel however you want. That's part of freedom. You should have the freedom, that's what they say in this country, to feel however you want about another race of people and actually be able
You can feel how you want to feel, but
and be able to vocalize it.
It's not okay to get to say something in somebody's face.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to test you out.
It might not be. It might not be morally nice.
But let me ask you.
But
okay.
we are supposed to be free to do it.
But why is
why
are these hills that people are dying to stand on? Like, if this word is offensive, that word is offensive. Like, what is so hard to unlearn it? Why are these like the things that people are like?
Because who's deciding what's offensive?
Every community.
That's what gets slippery slope.
Every community has a word that's offensive to them. The word nigga is offensive to us. The word chink is offensive to Asians. The word wetback is offensive to Mexicans. The word faggot is
and when someone starts policing that, that's when it gets dangerous.
Everybody has their shit that they're offended by.
Right.
Why?
Why
is it so hard to unlearn? Why is it so hard to say?
Why do you have to unlearn it? I don't have to not say it.
Why you can't just say okay? Move on.
Why you gotta be so mad about it when I say it?
Take our guns out while you're at it. Take our guns while you're at it.
Why you can't say okay and move on?
Can I say this?
Why are these hills that people dying to stand on?
This is the issue that I have with your politics.
Freedom.
Right? This is the issue I have with your politics per se. First of all, the whole narrative of like people getting caught up on words. Like, who was it that made this the platform that we're supposed to be debating anyway? The N-word and all that stuff. People will get incensed by the words, and they'll let the most arch racists exist around them with arch racist ideas, performances, ways.
Okay, but it starts with thought. Then thought becomes the speech. Then speech becomes
but that's
the action.
We deal with emotion.
So
as
can we start attempting to nip some things in the bud? Let's be respectful of each other. Can we just start with those minimum things?
Well, can I speak first of all? Can I speak?
It's much bigger than that. But
let me say this. Like I'll go on. I'll go a step further, and I'm going to prove this one day to you.
No, I don't. Y'all just sound crazy to me. Like, why is this such a? I gotta say it. I gotta say it. Like, I don't get it.
It's not about you gotta say it.
If you make it
you
where
can feel
I
it, you can think it,
then you're not free. Do you want to be free, Rod Digger? Do you want to have the freedom to actually do what you want in this world? Or are you going to let them, because small things lead to big things.
But we like when Roseanne Barr loses her job for saying nigga, right? Soon as somebody say nigga and they get reprimanded for it, we dance in the fucking jig, right? Right. You don't like it, right?
That, first of all, that has to do with a lot deeper shit as us as black people dealing with racist white people. So don't try to equate the same shit. It's not all the same shit. Sometimes it's apples and oranges. Here's what I'm saying. Can you listen to what I'm saying?
Other people call us niggas.
Being loud don't make you right. Okay, so now
I'm not being loud. You're being
you
loud
are right now. So now
I'm finishing my sentence, not allowing myself to be cut off. That's what I'm doing.
I'm telling you that freedom is what matters here, Rod Digger.
Okay.
That when we allow people to say what we can and cannot say, it's not that I want to feel so strongly to be able to call someone a fucking spick or a chink or a faggot or whatever the fuck it is, or a nigger or a cracker, whatever the fuck it is. It's about...
You got the freedom to say it,
right?
And people have the right to be offended.
Hold up,
simple as that. Simple as that.
Can I finish? But they're trying to take away my freedom to be able to say these things that are offensive, and that's where all our freedoms are at stake. when you allow these motherfuckers to come in and try to stop you from that. So why will I stand so strongly on being able to say something? Because I don't want my freedoms chipped away at little by little, and that's what they're doing. And you, people like you, will
kudos
think
to you.
that
It's a
we're-
hill I'm
that
not
it's
willing
not
to die on.
affecting our freedoms.
It's not a hill I'm willing to die on.
So you're not willing to die for your freedom.
If you don't want me to call you motherfucker,
Are you
I'm
willing
gonna
to
be
die for your
I'm
freedom?
gonna be respectful
But
of
the
you
only
enough
way that he
to
can
not
get-
call you. I'm talking.
Okay,
I'm talking.
okay.
It ain't gonna be 3 people talking
Go
over
ahead,
me.
go ahead.
If you don't want me call you motherfucker, guess what? I'm not gonna call you motherfucker. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Well, do you want to be free though? Will you die for freedom? Because I think you're oversimplifying it into thinking that we're just talking about language. I'm talking about freedom here. The fact that by being so politically correct, where they're trying to outlaw certain language, that is removing our freedoms. Can you see that? Or no, you don't see that.
And can you see?
No. Answer my question first. Don't answer a question with a question.
Can you see?
Answer what I just asked you. Can you see what I just asked you? Can you see?
I already stated my
freedoms?
position. I already stated my position.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree. Here,
exactly.
Because
you're
not understanding what I'm saying here.
I understand fine.
So you understand?
I'm agreeing to disagree.
Okay.
You're arguing me down that my philosophy is crazy. I'm agreeing to disagree with you. You want to be able to say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Right.
And I'm saying above
and to
all,
be able to do
I
that,
believe in respecting humans.
And I believe that
And if
too.
this human doesn't want me to say this about him, I'm not.
Right.
If this human
but
don't
you're
want
not
me to
gonna
say this
outlaw
about
me
him,
from saying
I'm not going to do it.
You're not going to outlaw me from saying it, and that's my point.
What's crazy is that from outside looking in, both of you guys have a point. The point of her, because I'm agreeing with you on one.
I
on one
understand,
behalf.
yes, we
on
wanna
one
be
behalf,
cordial to
I'm
people.
agreeing with her because when you're on a standpoint of like a star, like Roseanne Barr, where she has hundreds and thousands of people watching, and some can be influenced by what she's saying and whatever words she's saying, she has to be politically correct on it. But on the other half, I agree with him because independently, I can say whatever the fuck I want and not have to be curved.
The problem with inflammatory language is that it incites hate, and that's why society is trying to put curveballs on it, because it creates a.
The only ones inciting hate is these motherfuckers out here doing hateful shit.
First of all, I'm talking
creating hateful policies that kill people.
I'm talking about all types of race, colors, and creeds. I'm not talking about one specific group. I'm saying everybody in every community in every demographic has a certain word or whatever it is that they feel is disrespectful to them, and I don't have to go to my grave stating the word. That's all I'm saying. If this is disrespectful to you, I have a problem not saying it. I'm not going to lose any sleep over removing it from my vocabulary. It's that simple.
Okay.
It's that simple.
And I'm saying you have the right to say whatever you want.
It's that simple for me.
That's it.
And we can agree
all.
and we can agree to disagree.
We have the right to say whatever you want, whether it hurts somebody or not. And once you outlaw it, it's dangerous. That's all. That's all.
So we can agree to disagree.
Absolutely.
All right.
Your comments become your consequences.
Listen,
That's
our time is up.
Our time been up.
Our time has
Our
been
time's
up.
already gone, damn it.
Huh?
Way over. Way over, motherfucker.
Shit happens sometimes.
Because I fuck mothers.
Well, strong end to the year. Strong end to the year.
I know we was supposed to be
Oh, so this is the end part.
we were supposed to be doing a fun end of the year wrap up.
If you're watching the whole thing in one, it's my birthday today.
We didn't had a
Give me
fight.
a lap dance.
We didn't had a half a Eminem debate. All in the end of the year wrap up. How?
Hey.
How did this happen?
We fit it in. This is how we
Bring
do
the
it.
Don Julio
Speaking
back,
of fit
man.
it in, this is brought to you by BlueChew.
Top of the year, we might have Don Julio back because it'll definitely be 1 year.
Oh, you just gonna have the leftovers.
It'll definitely be one. No, we'll have a new one.
No leftovers of New Year's.
Oh
the
yeah,
alcohol.
we just might.
Hi.
And yeah, well, shit.
I'm gonna need a raise in 2019. God damn it, I didn't sign up for of this shit.
Until we come back in 2019, man, we really fucking appreciate y'all for riding with us and fucking commenting and liking and subscribing and
being on the YouTube chats. And,
and your patronage.
And the comments on YouTube about how thick Raw Digga is. There's tons of them. Between my comments of
I know
people hating
I
on
keep
me,
seeing shit in the side of my eye. I'm trying to stay focused on the topic over here. I'm like, God damn it, Jamar. She thick.
They call you Miss Snicker.
Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, motherfucker.
Well, listen, man. I appreciate y'all.
Word.
Love y'all. Thank you. And we gonna be back in 2019 stronger, better than ever. And doing what we do.
Have a happy new year and that holiday where you guys get gifts, because I don't believe in that shit.
True indeed.
Yes.
I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
Peace. Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. 2 fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian PEACE gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodg.com. Get yours today.